Good evening. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine, and I just wanted to do one more video. Actually, I was called to do one more video because as y'all can see, I'm in my pajamas. Let's go ahead and clear the air. I went ahead and prayed, meditated, shuffled the cards, and we're just going to see what the message is together. Spirit is letting me know to say something to Lil B. Baby, everything is already taken care of and worked out. Only thing you gotta do is do what you gotta do for you. Everything else is already done. And that includes anyone else and everyone else that had their hand in the pot. Let's see what's going on. Bottom of the deck, the whisper. I told you, I was called, I was led, I was directed to do this. There's a message. Spirit is saying something. Spirit has a message that needs to be delivered. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message? Thank you. Receive an inner child. I feel like the message is starting off that it's time for us to actually receive. Receive the love that God's given us so that we can repair that inner child and fix those things that are broken that make us feel like we have to go above and beyond to prove something to someone when that inner child, the inner self, our inner selves know this is not right. Spirit is providing us that power, and it is up to us to receive the power that we are being given right now to repair our inner child. To get that inner child back to this state where it's full of abundance, where it's full of hope and joy, unconditional love, where it's laughing, playing, giggling. It's time to make that change. And it's not going to be something that comes in right away. It's going to be something that is step by step. But for each step that we go, it's going to bring additional clarity. But it's time for us to receive the blessing. And the blessing is the message. The blessing is asking God to show us and being available and open. So whenever God shows us, we understand and we see that God is actually showing us and not what we want to see. Because sometimes we will sit here and we will create scenarios that are not even there. We will gloss over shit that is there when we see it and we saw it all along. It's a different time. This is something that we have to take step by step. Rome wasn't built in a day. Our inner child was not hurt in one day. It took years of being beat down. It took years of being manipulated, lied to, discouraged, excluded, talked about, scapegoated. Ghosted. So here we are right now in the present, receiving a present, receiving a gift, receiving the ability to receive. Receive the ability to go in and repair our inner child. We just don't understand and realize how important that is. There's no happiness, there's no joy, there's no contentment, there is no moving forward without that little one inside of us being okay. It's a step-by-step process. And God said, I'm here with you each and every step of the way. It's time to release the old way. Maybe it's even a time to release a way that you think about money. Maybe that's something that hurt you in your past, or your inner child was messed up about, or you felt like people with money, or maybe your relationship with people with money. Feeling like if someone had the money, then you had to have some type of allegiance to them. Whereas if someone didn't have money, they were less important. Release that type of thinking. Because maybe whenever you were a child, you looked up to this person because you felt like this person had money galore and could buy you everything and bought you stuff that maybe your parent or someone else could not buy you. So you looked up to that. And you felt as a child, this is what makes someone important, but it wasn't. We need to go outside. We need to hug a tree. We need to marvel at the flowers, at animals, at insects. Just like we did when we were kids. Catch lightning bugs. Just don't take the little light tails off. Be nice. But it's something about that inner child that it's time for us to receive healing. What else, Spirit? It's time for us to put up some healthy boundaries. That's for damn sure. And it don't make a difference who it is. It doesn't make a difference who it is. Put up some boundaries. Let people know what you will and what you will not put up with. Sometimes you have to mirror what people show you to them. Like they say, if you can't treat me like I treat you, oh, I can treat you just like you treat me. And when I treat you like you treat me, you're going to have a real problem with that. A big problem with it. Let me turn my fan on. What else, Spirit? Show me the message. Thank you. Yep. Persona. It's time to drop the facades. It's time to drop who you're not so that you can go in and honor who you are, and that's that inner child. Forget about if someone used to call you quirky, someone called you weird, someone called you this, and they're only calling you that because somebody called them something. That's it. That's it. Hurt people hurt people. Let your intuition be your guide. Because you know that you are not those things. What you need to figure out is what you are. You know what you're not, but figure out what you are. It's a step-by-step process. It's a new day. It's time for you to repair that inner child and get outside and play. It doesn't have to be physically going outside and playing on swings and seesaws and whatever else they got out there to play with. I don't know. But just, fix that inner child. Understand what it is to feel free. And you know how whenever you were a kid, before negative people, especially the negative people in your family, those that started becoming very jealous of you, envious of you, before they started trying to tear you down, you remember how carefree you were, how everything was just, the biggest thing that you were worrying about was like, oh my gosh, like, I hope that I don't have to eat tomato soup for lunch. Or drink milk. Or eat eggs. That was like my biggest concern. Sometimes we have to go back to that. Like I said, sometimes we have to set these boundaries and mirror to people what they mirror to us, so that they can understand how they are acting. Because if they can't treat us like we treat them, we can't treat them like they treat us. And like I said, people have a big problem with that shit. They don't mind treating someone ignorant, but they sure the hell don't like to be treated ignorant in return. Ain't that funny? Someone needs to know that you are enough. You're enough. You're all you need. Someone is worrying about what kind of life they're getting ready to have. Baby, you are getting ready to create a brand new life. I hear that song, it's a whole new world. Or a whole new world. I don't know, it's a Disney song. And I don't even really watch Disney. Not like that. But someone has a story to tell, because they are a light in the dark. There are like other souls out there that need to hear about your soul's existence, about your soul's journey. Because I feel like once you start that, I feel like that's going to be a way for someone to be able to create money. It's almost like someone talking about how they put up their boundaries, how they close the door, on toxicity, what they did, to heal themselves, and how they developed their intuition, how they knew that they were enough, and what they were doing to recreate themselves. And here they are now in the present as a present to others who were growing and waking up for their own journey and curious as to what someone else had to go through, what it was like for someone else, what someone else's journey who was similar to theirs was. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Don't go on the path of someone else telling you that's not going to work. You'll never do that. That dream sucks. That sounds stupid. No, follow your bliss. Following someone else is going to give you limiting beliefs. Set your boundaries and follow your bliss. Don't let someone tell you what you can and cannot do. Don't let someone tell you what will and will not work. Because guess what? They don't have the courage that you have. That's why they're allowing themselves to be held back. But you have already created your own sacred space. You already know what time it is. You already know. What else, Spirit? Bottom of the deck. The world. I'm hearing that song. It's a whole new world. And that's all the parts of the song that I know. But that's the song that I hear. So maybe that someone needs to hear that song, and maybe there's something in there for you. But that's the song that I'm hearing. I'm seeing Judgment card coming out. I'm telling you, it is a whole new world. I feel like someone is getting a second chance. Yes. And then this person, whoever this was, their shit is, as you would like to say it in a very elegant, and tactful way. How do you say their shit is fucked up? In that type of elegant way. However you say it, that's how I want to say their shit is fucked up. It's like this Queen of Pentacles has this brand new start. It's like something is getting ready to happen. Someone is getting ready to offer something. I feel like someone is looking at this Queen of Pentacles with deep admiration, deep respect, deep love. This person isn't saying anything. They're just keeping it to themselves, but it's coming out. It's like they want to get to really know about this person. It's like they really want to move forward. They don't want anything to stop them. They're passionate. They want to make an offer. They want to talk to this person. And I think it's after they see that something else, judgment was called on something else. Because the truth came out about a situation. and how somebody else was led, spiritually led away. Like somebody didn't have a choice, like they had to go and they had to really heal. This was not a decision that they made. This was a decision where Spirit said, you know what? This situation is over. It's done. Spirit called judgment on a situation, and there could have been a situation involving somebody's shlong. This whole shit blew up, and somebody's getting judgment because some information came out how somebody was acting like they was single, but they wasn't single. So Spirit broke that up. Yeah, this whole the truth came of this situation came out, and someone definitely had to heal. Spirit said, this is done. I'm taking you away. I'm taking you away. It's time for you to look at both sides of a situation. It's time for you to love yourself. It's time for you to go within. It's like somebody had to look at the giving and the receiving, and what were they really getting? Were you really receiving anything? Communication came to the light. There was an argument. There were some words because everything came out. Somebody was in deep regret and they apologized. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. They were in deep regret. They were trying to act like they didn't know, you know. But the thing is, it was just because they felt, there was just, this person felt like they had to do something to be, I have to be the best. I have to be noticed. I have to be the one that's more sacred. I have to be the attention getter. But now somebody don't want that attention. They don't want that attention. Especially since they look, somebody being looked at like, somebody had to make a head over heart decision. Somebody completed a cycle. Somebody decided that they needed to go ahead and heal. Seriously heal. Seriously set their sights on something else. Different goals, different dreams, different ideas. But heal. Make sure that there's perfect balance in their life. Someone had to learn how to love themselves again, and they needed to take some sage advice. They needed to listen. They needed to look at the situation clearly for what it truly was. And instinctively know they need to block everyone and protect themselves. They need not go there ever again. It's like they're going to have wish fulfillment about some situation, about this situation. What else, Spirit? Bottom of the deck. We got the Six of Coins. We saw the Six of Coins already, didn't we? That giving and receiving. That equal give and take. Someone needs to decide what's equal give and take, what's fair. What's fair? We got the Ten of Swords, we got the Seven of Wands, we got the Three of Swords, and we got the Two of Swords. Well, that's not fair. For sure. Not only was someone done wrong, stabbed in their back 10 times, not only do they have to defend themselves and, fight some type of battle, but then there's like a three-party situation, and now they have to make some serious decisions. This is something about, maybe from a little while ago, somebody turned their back a long time ago. But somebody saw something. They knew about it, and they even thought about walking away. But for whatever reason, it became some type of contest, some type of ego battle. It wasn't about love. It was just all about ego. It was just about, if I can't have it, I want it. It was about burdens. It was about, that's all it was. It was about bullshit. That's all it was about. And now, someone needs to heal. Someone has no choice but to heal. They have no choice but to separate themselves and to heal. Something about this King of Wands and the Two of Hearts and the Four of Swords. So maybe this King of Wands is in the Death card. So yeah, whatever this King of Wands thought he was doing, that shit is over. That shit is over. And now this person is looking at it from a whole nother point of view. Like, what have I done? Why did I do this? What was I thinking? This, that, and the other. This person is trying to make plans now about what they're going to do with the rest of their life. Now they see it a whole new way. They see, you know what? I didn't even have to do it like that. I could have just did it like this. I could have just been honest. Seven of Cups, because they see whatever they was thinking, whatever they was planning, that shit sure the hell did not pan out. They was expecting a victory. No, all you did was just be called out. Not in a victorious way, but like, look at this fool over here. Look at this butt wipe over here. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Eight of Swords, Knight of Cups, and Queen of Cups. Yeah, all they did was just create a burden, it's like they was trying to step out on this relationship with this Queen of Pentacles here. And all they did was trap themselves trying to, spin the tail with somebody else. Somebody that maybe they feel, they have feelings for that person, or that person could be a water sign or something like that. But it was just all about the boom boom. That was it. The Ace of Wands. It was just all about sex. That was it. It was just like somebody got a thrill out of having secret sex. Come on, grow up. Jeez. Like, seriously, grow up. But somebody don't realize this shit is coming back on them. When I say they're going to hate the day that they chose to go that way, they're going to hate the day they chose to go that way. They're going to sit here and think, what the hell was I doing? This person is sitting there thinking, why did I? They still trying to figure this shit out, because there is No reason. There's no rhyme and there's no reason. And this person feel like the biggest fool in the world right now. The biggest fool. Not one of, I'm talking like the biggest. Numero uno. Let's put these spectacles on so I can see the writing on these dang cards. Oh, yep. So now right now this person is in hermit mode. Realizing the sacrifice of others. Thinking about some things. Realizing some things. Going over some things. Remembering some things. Yep. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? What is the message? Thank you. Mambo. This is somebody that exhibits authority, magnetism, and attraction. This is somebody that's generous in friendship and love. This is how they was acting. Generous in friendship and love. Too generous. Okay. A little bit too generous. But see, here's that mirror. That's that moon magic. That was that deception. They allowed themselves to deceive themselves. They were thinking about some magnetic attraction. They allowed themselves to deceive themselves, thinking that was going to be okay, thinking they were going to be able to get away with something. But see, we have Grand Ebo. Someone's intuition was actually talking to them. You know, when your intuition, somebody needs to go by water, whatever, if they're in a pool, by a lake, by a stream, whatever it is, they need to go by water and they need to meditate so that they can hear when Spirit is talking to them, especially when Spirit is trying to warn them. Y'all like, she didn't have to do all that damn ringing for the word warn. I do apologize. I was just trying to get the ring right. You know, I felt like it was a sorry ring, so I was trying to, you can ring my bell, ring my bell. But, you know, I was just trying to do the right ring. Okay. So here we have, you know, somebody, they have this idea, okay? And it was like, they did it for their own, but they did it for like their own selfish gain, though. That's what it was. And then here we have, because here we have somebody who was very antagonistic in their way of thinking. You know, they thought they could create any type of scenario, they could get away with anything. But yet their intuition had already told them, don't do this, this is a really bad idea. But it was their lust that allowed them to go that way. And then here we have Azaka. It's like both a healer and a destroyer. Okay? So it's like this is someone who's willing to try and get some type of success at any type of price. And it came at a great price. Cost them everything. And they weren't even successful. They didn't even get what they wanted. Well, maybe they did because they was out for a good time. I hope they enjoyed it. Here we have Ogun. You know, this is a warrior. You know, this is a soldier. This is someone who has one purpose and one target. And when Ogun comes out, you better know you might be that purpose. You might be that target, depending on what you did and who you offended. Because you never know if you offended one of Ogun's offspring. That would be awkward. You know? Here we have Akosi. And this is like an accumulation. Someone that tries to take more than what they need. And then I guess this deals with like maybe if someone was cheating, especially if they had a wife. They have a wife at home, what you trying to go out for and get someone else. So that's what that would be. And here this is like the world card. A new appreciation of life and elements. Releasing of the problems through the physical. So somebody's getting ready to, have a release. Somebody's getting ready to learn a great lesson through the physical. Whether that physical meaning a release of money, property, big boy toys, big girl toys, relationships, friendships. It's a release. Somebody's getting ready to release something. Because they fucked around and they found out that they messing with a child of Ogun. Wrong move. And not only messing with the child of Ogun, they didn't piss the child of Ogun off. They didn't hurt the child of Ogun. They didn't just hurt the child of Ogun. They made the child of Ogun cry. This is why they having to look at everything totally different. They done made you cannot make this up. This is what does it say? Ancestors? What does it say? Ancestors. That's the judgment card. Told you. You cannot make this. Yeah. This is someone's ancestors coming out to protect someone else that's this child of Ogun, this offspring. And this is someone. These are the ancestors. This is like the judgment card. See all these hands down here? Those are. Oh, wait a minute! And right behind it is Gouda. Okay, these are somebody who is laughs outwardly, but they're crying on the inside because they have a deep sorrow of some shit that they just did. Don't this look like a lot of death around here? These skeletons, these caskets, and these hands up in the... Yeah. Somebody's in that find out era, and they about to find out. So if you happen to hear any whimpers, some cries, some screams, turn your TV up. Act like you don't hear nothing. Mind your business. Stay in your lane. That's just somebody getting their poetic justice. What else, Spirit? What else? Anything else from this deck? Nope. And we're going to leave off with Simbi. Somebody made something complex instead of just keeping it simple. It's like they had some secrets. Secrets were revealed. Secrets were revealed, and it's like because of it, it's like very unstable. The whole situation is very unstable. Yes, indeed. Let's see what the stacks got. Anything from the stack spirit? Yeah, somebody. I'm telling you, whoever this person was, that this person is very upset. Not just this person very upset, but it's like whoever's connected with this person, anyone that assisted this person. Oh, and I'm getting goosebumps in my leg. I'm getting chills. It's just anyone that assisted this person is going to feel the wrath. They say guilty by association. I'm telling you, somebody's ancestors are in savage mode. Someone is getting justice. They're just due. Because whatever they try to do to you is coming back to them. Telling you, savage mode. I'm telling you, it's going to be horrible. It is going to be horrible. It's going to be like, this person is going to be like, wait, what's really going on? Confusion is about to set in. And this person is going to know that the only way for them to, it's like they feel like they have to apologize in order to break something. Some type of, that's too many, some type of something that's been placed over them. But they don't realize that they were the ones who placed it over them. So they're going to be coming to you, wanting you to give them some type of reprieve or some type of Hail Mary or something like that. But the thing is, what's funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny. It's no matter, even if you tell that person that you accept their apology 10 times, they still got to go through it because they did it to themselves. That's the whole thing. They did it to themselves. It's not like you did anything. You didn't put no hex. You didn't put no spell. You didn't say no words. They did it to them. That's the thing that they're not going to understand. That's the part that's going to be confusing, because it's going to take them a minute for them to realize, wait a minute, I did this to me. And you're going to tell them, you did this to you. And they're not going to understand what you mean. Because they're being haunted. Somebody has that victim mentality. Somebody is a jive turkey. Somebody had to be shown how ruthless you can be. Look, you had 2 haters. Two haters. They hope that you call. But look, the scapegoat turns into the greatest of all time. Turns into the GOAT. And the information on these people was just, the tea was just spilled, honey. The tea was just spilled. Something about Thursday. Thursday, it's going to get real messy. It's getting ready to get real messy on Thursday. And they hate you because they ain't you. They're trying to throw you the evil eye, everything. You lead by example. You are a true queen or king. And your intuition is what you need to pay attention to. Your intuition is, and your powers are growing. So whatever your intuition says, listen, you are not the usual type. And they definitely regret taking you for granted. They jumped to conclusions when it came to you. You need to expect an encouraging message. Something about this, and then there's something going on with the third wheel enemy. That third wheel is going to be cut short. Short. Somebody didn't get the message. Somebody act like they didn't get the message. But they got it. They getting it now. I'm telling you, it had to do this third wheel enemy. They acting like they didn't get a message. You know? But they're noticing that there's a huge energy shift. They also notice that you are in a prestigious class. Okay. They were only in it for the status or the money. That was it. And just remember, always remember, it is the strongest that go to hell and come back victorious. All right. It's us that are the ones that have to be the strongest because we made it through hell and came back. You always need to cleanse your energy. Always cleanse your energy. And always surprise yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Always know that you can do it. You can push yourself. You can strive because you have strong angelic forces around you. It's time for you to start over. It's time for you to wipe that slate clean. I just saw 48 on the clock. This is Tracy. Have a wonderful evening. And thanks for joining. And please subscribe. I am trying to reach 2,000. Good night.